So the Commonwealth and the county attorneys, their relationship, I'd like to know a little bit more because the Commonwealth's attorney is the judicial district. So you have all these districts that are separated throughout Kentucky, and it's less than 120 counties. The county attorney is the one that the county elected. So out of 120 counties, they elected their attorney. That's the county attorney. The Commonwealth's attorney, however, is the state's attorney, and the state is actually who has all the power. Frankfurt has all the power, and the cities and the counties are only administrative districts for the state, so they have really no power except for the power that Frankfurt allows them to have. So the state has all the power. The Commonwealth's attorney seems like if they wanted to, they could run roughshod over the county attorney, but I would think in general, since they're both prosecutors, they probably work together and use a dual attack approach. So you have the county attorney for Boone County is Robert Neese. The Commonwealth's attorney for Boone County is Linda Smith. For Meade County, this is what we're looking up right here. So we're comparing and contrast Meade County's judicial system with Boone County's judicial system. And remember, Boone County is the corrupt fucking place, okay? It's corruption everywhere you look. Not only are people getting like six-figure salaries for these judge positions, these judgeships, but Boone County is the one that's responsible for Ronnie Lee Smith's death. The death of Ronnie Lee Smith happened because of the lawsuits and the fucking draconian nature of the Boone County judicial judicial system. And then you have what happened with Samantha Ramsey, right? And I'm gonna get to in a second. So the Meade County Commonwealth's attorney, to compare and contrast, right? So for Meade County, we have David M. Williams. He is the Commonwealth's attorney, so he's the big head honcho. He's the state's guy, and he's out of Litchfield, Kentucky. So he's the 46th district covers Meade County, Grayson County, and Breckinridge County. Now Jessica Brown Roberts, the Honorable Jessica Brown Roberts, she represents Meade County only. So the Commonwealth's attorney has a bigger district, also comes straight from the state. And I believe they're both elected positions too. Maybe not. The Commonwealth's attorney could be appointed, so that would make me distrust it more. The county attorney is popularly elected. So the Honorable Jessica Brown Roberts, she has been able to win over the hearts and minds of Meade County voters, for however long she's been in there. And the county attorney, they have let's see, I have a book here that has all the information that everybody would, anybody that would ever need to know about anything. Okay, so the Commonwealth's attorney, they're in there for 6 years. So they're in there for 6-year terms. They have to be at least 24 years of age, a citizen of Kentucky, resided in the state for 2 years, 1 year next preceding his election in the county and district in which he is a candidate, and have been licensed practicing lawyer for 4 years. So you must be a lawyer, right? All these positions only allow lawyers to get into the system. Commonwealth's attorney, 6-year term. So 6 year, that's a nice job, right? Now the county, the county attorney, at the time of the election, he must also be 24 years of age. So a lot of age requirements for a lot of these positions. 24 for the Commonwealth's attorney or for the county attorney. So if you're 24 years of age, you can become either one of those. So the county attorney must be at least 24 years of age, a citizen of Kentucky, resided in the state 2 years and 1 year next preceding his election in the county in which he's a candidate, and been a licensed practicing lawyer for 2 years. And he's going to be in there for 4 years. So it's a shorter position for 4-year terms, but the same type of requirements. And really, the filing fees is the only difference that I see. $50 is the filing fee for the county attorney, and then $200 is the filing fee for the Commonwealth's attorney. Now, that's just the names of the two. So, right, Robert Neese is the county attorney for Boone County. Jessica Brown Roberts is the county attorney for Meade County. Linda Smith is the Commonwealth's attorney for Boone County. And then Honorable David M. Williams is the Commonwealth's attorney for the 46th Judicial Circuit. And so, David M. Williams, right, This is the guy who's I'm in Meade County, so these are my people, the people that would be over me. So the jurisdiction, this where I'm at, if they wanted to, I probably should be nice to these folks, right, or try to. I don't have to do, I don't know. I'm a nice guy, but I don't have to reach out to them, but I don't have to not reach out to them, right? So there's let's see, Meade County, and so now Boone County. So I already read the names, but just to get an idea, this is Jack Conway, is the office of the Attorney General, the head honcho, the main prosecutor in Kentucky. Okay, so if you want to talk about prosecutors and people who can, throw down the law and make the law stick on people, that's this man here. And again, Linda Smith is the Commonwealth's attorney, and then Robert Neese is the county attorney for Boone County. And these two, it's important to know these two, okay? So we have, let's see, I'll open this up just for a brief moment. Agencies on Samantha Ramsey's shooting investigation panel named. So they're coming up with an investigative panel on the officer involved shooting, and then they say that is key for the public trust. So a lot of people are pissed off, right, when a police officer murders one of their own. And here we see a picture of the deputy Brockman. So Brockman went ahead and killed Samantha Ramsey, the 19-year-old in the white car, which is driving past him, and then he's going to sit there and say that she tried to murder him, tried to kill him, and he was threatened. His life was threatened, and he didn't know what to do, and he had to pull out his gun, his Glock 22, and fired 4 rounds into her chest and kill her. So WLWT's been persistent in knowing the makeup of the panel because it's playing such a key role in the case. So they want to know the panel. They filed a complaint with the Kentucky Attorney General's office. Prosecutors have released the names of police officials that make up the special investigative panel looking into the officer-involved shooting in Boone County. So the Attorney General, right, the top prosecutor for Kentucky, is involved in this. So good. Right, the Kentucky State Police actually had bowed out of it, and they're like, I didn't know if they were just saying it because, like, wow, that is too, you fucking murdered him, and you need to take care of that yourself because we're not going to get the blame for what you all just did. So they filed a complaint with the Kentucky Attorney General's office after open records requests for information were ignored by multiple offices, including the Commonwealth's Attorney and Boone County Sheriff's Department. And the sheriff of Boone County, I think, is Helmig. A guy named Helmig. I don't know. You can just look it up if you want. But okay, so the sheriff is one player too, right? So whatever the sheriff can convince the prosecutor and the judges of, if he can convince the prosecutors and the judges of whatever he's going for, then he can get his way. So the presumption in the eyes of some people in the public is that if the police department is investigating itself, there's a bias and they'll obviously find everything is okay. It won't be fair, it won't be objective. For former longtime University of Cincinnati Police Chief Gene Ferrara said. He said, no matter how fair and impartial investigators are, if they're looking at their own officer, even the perception of a bias can be a problem. Obviously, you can't operate in a community that doesn't trust the police department, so public trust is high on the list of things you need to accomplish in these investigations. Okay, so they said that they're made up of officers from the police departments in Florence, which corrupt bastards, Fort Thomas, more corrupt bastards, and the Campbell County, maybe the Campbell County Sheriff's Department, County Police, I don't know, but there's an independent panel that has all these different police officers, okay? So the independent panel is going to be absolutely key, whatever their information comes out. This article was just printed up 3 days ago. No, well, yeah, 3 days ago. So this was printed up July 28, 2014. So this is new. This is fresh. This happened several months ago, but this new independent panel is something else. So this would be the Samantha Ramsey murder, commission, or I guess it'd be the whatever commission, the Warren Commission. It'd be whoever heads this commission. So who heads this independent panel? They're reviewing all the evidence. Are made of veteran officers. None of them have been named, and no information on how many from each department are on the panel. More information could come as the investigation winds down. Experts say naming a special prosecutor last week and now naming the makeup of the panel could signal that's already happening. So they've already a special prosecutor. So that's exactly right. They're doing all this exactly right. So that's good. Okay, so Special prosecutor is already on the case, and so he's going to push. In Boone County, the grand jury meets the first and third Tuesdays of the month, and then the next meeting is August 5th. So August 5th, will the grand jury indict Tyler Brockman, the murderer, the man who murdered Samantha Ramsey? This woman here, a preschool teacher, 19-year-old preschool teacher, right? Giving herself back to society, has a job, is working, goes to a party to have a good time, and you see the cops here. Here's the picture of Tyler Brockman. Detective Tyler Brockman with his smug face. Look at me, I'm a smug little guy with my blue eyes, right? Blue-eyed devil. Was a Nazi, smug-ass Nazi. Fascist piece of shit. Comes up on the fucking scene, acts like he's in charge of the fucking world. Starts waving a fucking gun out, jumps on the fucking hood, shoots Samantha Ramsey right in the chest 4 fucking times. That's what this guy did. Deputy, I don't know. It's hard to fucking say Mr. Deputy or any fucking title in front of this piece of shit. This asshole fucking murdered Samantha Ramsey. He killed her. He killed her in Boone County. And if you have a badge and you got one of these fucking hats on, I guess you're allowed to murder people and it's okay. In my world, where I value truth and justice, it doesn't fucking matter what clothes you have on. If you committed a goddamn crime, you committed a fucking crime. And there's a dead body. You want to sit there and wonder if the grand jury should indict? Is there enough evidence to say that there should be a trial? You're goddamn right there's enough fucking evidence that says that there should be a trial. There's a dead fucking body. There's videotape, right? You see what the fuck happened. There's a dead body. There's videotape. There's enough evidence. Let a jury decide this case. Give it to the jury. Do it the right way. Follow the process. The grand jury should indict. Clearly they should indict. The prosecutors like to sway that shit. So who is the special prosecutor? Who are the police officers on these panel? We don't know who. So this is fucking the guy who fucking murdered Samantha Ramsey. They're talking about whether or not the grand jury is going to indict. So again, how many people can file a petition or a complaint or a warrant, right? In order to, you have the police officers can do it. They can arrest somebody if they observe, a crime. Then they're allowed to put their hands on you. So they can file the petition. So that's one way. The judge can issue a warrant, like a search warrant, a bench warrant. That's another way. Then you can have the prosecutor. So you got 3 different people, right? You got the police officers that could start the criminal justice procedure. You got the prosecutor that could file whatever they want to file, and then you got the judges, right? So the special prosecutors on the case. Now the grand jury, I like the grand jury because there's like so much potential for democratic fucking power. There's a potential for the people actually to get into the grand jury and actually make some headway. Because I'm on the grand jury. You're goddamn right. He's fucking getting indicted. And any of the dumb shit they fucking bring up to me, I would have thrown out. If they would have said, hey, this woman was drinking out in a field one fucking night on Friday, she's a teacher and shit, drinking out. I don't give a fuck. Throw it out. That doesn't matter. She didn't hurt anybody. Oh, she didn't hurt anybody. That doesn't matter. But you bring me up a case where a man murdered somebody who didn't hurt anybody? Fuck that man. That man fucking murdered. When they murdered, Margaret Chapman murdered children in Gallatin County. And they killed him. They took him to the castle on the Cumberland, and they I don't know if they injected him or electrocuted him, but he's dead. And that's what happens when you murder children. Justice is an eye for an eye. And he murdered a 19-year-old that was not threatening him in any way. The crime that she committed was that she didn't comply with a demand. Who knows if she even heard it? Was the window up or down? I guess, was it down? We could check the videotape, right? Even still, right? Like, is that warrant murder? Sit down. Oh, you didn't just sit down, I just killed you. Now you're dead. And that's not a crime. That's not a crime at all. So people say that people have to comply with any lawful order a police officer gives. Well, what's a lawful order? I mean, if there's a danger in the area, you need to stand over here, okay. But if you're just saying, hey, stand over there, well, why? Why? Because I told you to, fuck you. You need a fucking reason. You can't just go around bossing people around. Just do this just because I'm a fucking cop. Look, I got a fucking badge, so fuck you. That's bullshit. These people put on a fucking badge and they get all fucking cocky And you know, they take it to a whole nother level, and then you got dead fucking kids all over the place. So this is the grand jury. They meet twice, that's fascinating. So I'm not sure who organizes the grand jury. Maybe the county attorney, maybe the Commonwealth's attorney. So the first and third Tuesdays of the month. That's when they meet, and the next one is August 5th. So we'll see in 4 days what happens to this smirky fucking bastard, right? Look, oh, I killed your kid. Ha ha ha. I still have a gun, and I'll probably still get a job, and nobody will give a shit because I have a badge. If you got a badge, you have a right to kill. Fuck him. So, yeah, he's an asshole. I do not care for him. Here's some more about the anatomy of a police shooting. So this actually goes in. Here's a video. Let's just watch it. So here she is. She's driving away. He puts the flashlight into her face, and there's no way that she tried to run into him. She probably just tried to drive past him. And now look, you know, there's the passenger that's crying off to the side because he just started fucking shooting her. You see the smoke coming out of the wrecked car, so I guess the car already ran into this fucking ditch or some shit. And then there's the black dude that was with them, and he just torn up, was like, what the fuck? You know, and look, his manhood is coming out, right? He's aggression and throw fucking shirt off because you're going to have to fight for this shit. What the fuck just happened? They just murdered your friend. They just killed your fucking friend. Samantha Ramsey's fucking dead. Here's another car that's coming up, right? Hey, officer, I saw this thing and this thing, you know. I'm so sorry. He just crying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I just saw her dead. I just saw her die. I just saw her die. What the fuck? What the fuck? And then eventually they, you know, the ambulance come and they take him and they take him away. So, you know, the only thing we can really see, we don't see the whole thing. We see a little bit. There's the whole 40-minute encounter is online somewhere. But here he is, right? He's like, hey, hold on, wait, you know, you got to stop here. No, wait, how come you're not stopping? No, I told you stop. Pow, 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 pow. You're dead now. You're dead. Look at you, 19-year-old woman trying to be independent and free. Now I told you, I give you a direct order. I'm the Nazi. I'm the blue-eyed devil around here. I'm the blue-eyed Protestant, probably white supremacist devil. I'm gonna do as the fuck as I please around here. I got a badge and a gun. You know, I don't give a fuck. So that's that video there. The incomplete anatomy of a police shooting. Samantha Ramsey did not have to be killed for trying to drive away. Clearly. Clearly, right? The case in point, a local 19-year-old girl, Samantha Ramsey, shot to death by a Boone County deputy sheriff. The sheriff, after leaving a field party shortly after 2 a.m. on April 26th in Hebron, Kentucky. According to the newspaper and TV stories that reported the incident, and according to Tom Sheben, a spokesman for the sheriff's department, Samantha Ramsey of Covington, Kentucky, failed in order to stop given by Deputy Tyler Brockman. Instead, accelerated her 2001 Subaru and struck him with the car. Now, this is total horse shit, right? And this all happened on 6600 Block River Road. So here's you know, look, vote for Michael Collins, General Session Judge. He's the man, right? So if this guy is the man, if he's a fucking judge, still, I'm sure he's like some assistant judge or something, making 6 fucking figures, right? Making a fucking shitload, a crap load. If he actually gave a shit about the people of Boone County, then he would, you know, he would have actually ordered, you know, some sort of warrant or investigation into it. They got the prosecutor and they got this independent panel, but he could have done something, you know, in the months up until today. So this happened several months ago, and none of these judges did anything. You know, the only people, they convened an independent panel, they got a special prosecutor, and they got all these, you know, random cops from in the nearby area. But it's the cops, and it's a fucking thin blue line or whatever. They back their own. They're gonna fucking cover this shit up and say, hey, we looked at it, and the independent panel went ahead and said everything was cool, and that's, you know, and we know that's what's gonna happen. We know that's exactly what the fuck is gonna happen. That's the whole point of the it's to cover up, right? You have a fucking Warren Commission to cover up the fucking assassination of JFK. You have the 9/11 Commission to cover up the you know, the irresponsible what's that culpable when you don't do any, the negligence, right? So either negligence of the administration to their actual guilt of ordering the damn crime. So Samantha Ramsey is a preschool teacher in the 6600 block River Road in Boone County. So hopefully that, see, block, 6600 block. We don't need to write block. We could just write River Road. And then the Hebron did come up and pull up 6600 block, 6600 block. I'm seeing it everywhere, right? Of Kentucky 8. Kentucky 8 is River Road. So we get to, actually, we're going to check out Google Maps, and we're going to find out, you know, from Google Maps where Samantha Ramsey, where her life had ended. They said of Covington, and she's in a field party, so I don't know what's happening here. I don't know if she's a city woman, you know, hanging out in the country, or a country bumpkin living in the city. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm just curious. So here's another thing with Judge Michael Collins. There's some information underneath there. This is running slow as shit. I don't know why. Picture of Samantha Ramsey, right? She's young, youthful. She's, you know, she's got sex appeal. And Brockman is 27 years old, received a report about possible booze bash in a field near the Ohio River, and was out of his cruiser to check the driver's sobriety. Ramsey had 3 people in the car, ignored his order to stop, sped up, slammed into the deputy. Man, I hate how they fucking write this shit up like they fucking know it, like they was actually there. They weren't fucking there. Any other human been put in jail for that? Emotionally charged vigil at the shooting site on Sunday needs to answer for what he did at, you know, to that family. Chelsea Pendleton. This is probably the best evidence actually in defense of Samantha Ramsey. Chelsea Pendleton was there. So she's here talking to WLW. She's 20 years old. She was in the back seat of Ramsey's car. So she almost got shot and killed. So, you know, Tyler Brockman almost tried to kill her. Tyler Brockman tried, you know, when he's shooting at Samantha, he almost fucking killed Chelsea Pendleton. So Chelsea Pendleton said that the dead body weight on the gas pedal after she was shot. So the reason why the car accelerated afterwards, right, he runs over there and jumps on the hood to try to stop her. He shoots her, and then it accelerates afterwards. And so after it accelerates, then he has to deal with the fucking matter. But he's saying she tried to kill him. Well, you jumped on the hood with a gun in her face, right? So if she did, which I doubt, I think he just fucking just, you know, didn't like the fact that she wasn't complying with the order. I told you to fucking stop. You need to stop right now. Well, if you didn't stop, bang, 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 bang. He also lied. He said he thought he shot 3 times, but it was 4 times. I would think you would know the difference between how many times you shot, right? I know it's bang, 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 but, you know, bang, 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 or bang, 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 bang. I just feel like you would know that. Brockman said he suffered a leg injury incident, even though we see on the video that he's walking all over the place, right? Pointing the gun at everybody, telling everybody to shut up. Suffered a leg injury. Sheriff's officials didn't comment on remarks. I just want to know what happened. The officer involved, he was the last person that looked into my daughter's eyes that saw her face, and I want answers. There is a lawyer that's on the case. The lawyer's name is Gary Franke. And Gary Franke has like been part of the Cincinnati, like he was a judge and a lawyer and he's been like, you know, part of the establishment for a long ass time. And it sounds like she's got a really good defender. So that's a good thing. Tevin Harmon is the black gentleman who we saw take off his shirt. He had got criminal trespass, a criminal trespass sort of a charge, and then he had a search warrant on him when he didn't show up for court for marijuana possession. And so, you know, they're trying to say, well, he's a criminal because he had this stuff. Bullshit. You know, he's a fucking friend hanging out at a party, and they fucking shot, you know, his friend in the fucking chest. Murdered Samantha Ramsey, the preschool teacher living on the 6600 block of River Road. And did this Google Maps come up? It's taking its time. And no, it's not going to come up. So I'm not sure what's going on here. So I think I'm actually going to cut it off short. People running outside and getting a little warm. So yeah, we're going to talk more about Samantha Ramsey coming up. We're going to find out where. Let's see. Actually, this is it. Now I'm going to come back. Okay, yeah, I'm going to come back. So yeah, we're going to find out more. The circuit judges. You got Bruce Butler, Robert A. Miller, Kelly Thompson, Shan F. Embry, Kenneth Harold Goff, are all Meade County judges, circuit judges, and district judges, and also you have the woman who's running for the Kentucky Court of Appeals. So we have somebody on the ballot for the Kentucky Court of Appeals. Boone County may or may not. I don't have the prosecutor, the county attorney. Actually, I did, didn't I, in the very beginning? So I got Jessica Brown Roberts and David M. Williams. So that's the judicial makeup of Meade County right there, and we're going to get more into Boone County. This map did actually pop up here. We can so River Road right next to the river. So it's really far out. You know where this fucking field party at? It is really far out in the middle of nowhere. So whoever called the police on these, the folks that were partying here, are just a bunch of fucking assholes. This map actually looks so backwards to me. Okay, so we see 275 here. So 275 is sort of like 265 or in there 25 something. I don't know. There's two loops. 275 is a loop around Cincinnati, right? So 275 just circles Cincinnati. And 6600 River Road, you see, is right along the river, really far away from Covington, out in the middle of the country, past the airport. So out past the airport, just in the River Road. I wonder if you could actually do a satellite image right on top of it. Just get the sort of people perspective, because when the pictures, the road, it looks like there's no habitation, there's no people there whatsoever. So let's just check out to see how many on the street view. It says 1475 Tanner. I don't want to go to 1475 Tanner. I want to check out 6600 block River Road. So we're seeing subdivisions over here, subdivisions here, right? Plenty of subdivisions everywhere. It seems like 6600 block River Road. I see maybe one house here, one there, one there. I'm seeing very, very few. And actually, what a great property. It'd be so close to the river, and then to have a piece of ground. So the 6600 block here, I think I could do. Let's check it out. No, I don't see where I could do the. I got 655. That's sort of 657. All right, let's do this. It's right here, they said. So we get to check out what it looks like on the street view of 6600 block where Samantha Ramsey died. So there's construction work. There's a sign telling everybody where 275 is. And here's the road, you know. And it was down here, it was a 6600 block. So maybe we can shoot up there and see what we're looking at. Still more just trees and woods. There's a mailbox, so there's a driveway, right? So is this the driveway that it happened at? I see actually a mailman right in front of me too. Here's a driveway. There seems like there's a house back that way. Or is this the house that happened, or are these the snitches? Did they snitch? There's a party out here, and there's a lot of cars. It's in a field, right? Lots of clear field space out here. But I could see some rich fucking asshole calling the fucking police on some new money people, right? It always was not. I mean, you see the construction. There's new development going on. They're probably putting water lines. They're expanding. You know, the housing market is probably exploding. You know, there's another driveway. So you get the picture. You get the picture of what area we're at. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere, and this asshole is going to be brandishing a gun like some fucking badass out of hell. So right, just an old a house that fucking blew over. So this is where we're at, and I don't even know if this is the spot, but this is around the spot. 6608 River Road is what this is. Is that where it's at? Just in the middle of the fucking field. You know, shit ain't right, man. You can't kill people. That yeah, we'll do this last one. Judge Michael Collins was a judge over this case where they murdered a millionaire. They killed a millionaire and then tied him up and shit. And I just lost it because I clicked on something or no. It's still here. So 73-year-old reclusive millionaire Walter Sartori was tied up in Willa Blanc's basement. So this looks like a young black male. And they're pointing where he needs to go. And they said that his body was stuffed into a trash can, then it was burned. He was in the basement, so he went in the basement, chopped him up, and killed him. And I guess tried to take his money or some shit to drain the millionaires. I don't know, to take his stuff or to try to get his fucking bank account or shit. But he wound up getting screwed over. So, I'm sure Michael Collins would be like, "Oh, guilty, 50,000 years. I am protecting the people of Boone County, the good people of Boone County. Will not stand and tolerate for the murder of a millionaire." Now a 19-year-old preschool teacher. That's a different story. We don't mind about the preschool teachers. He didn't issue any edicts or warrants or anything in that case. There's his phone number, 859-334-2230. It's his address, probably the office, right? His office. If you need a warrant, if you need any help, if you need the assistance of a judge for some reason, you can give him a call. You probably can't give him a call during your own case, but on downtime, you can call anybody for any reason, for anything. You're not allowed to harass people calling them over and over again, but you're allowed to give them a, "Hey, what's up?" "Hey, what's up, man?" And yeah, so